Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. Got a good one for you guys today. Glad to have everybody here. It's an Ask Me Anything show, so make sure to ask me anything. I got some interesting news here with not O'Shaquie Foster, but Stephen Fulton, who missed weight by 2 pounds on the second try. So that's not a good sign for him. Obviously, well, I don't know what to make of that exactly. You guys can tell me what you'll make of that. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that, Ryan Hong. Guys, do join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. Become a member. If you become a member, you get all the VIP perks, all the access to the members only streams, members only live chats. You get the long-term parlay. So support the channel. $5 a month. $5 a month gets you all the best perks. Join the Patreon. Do become a member. Do become a Patreon. You get all that for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. The Carnival Bar is clean, shelf-stable nourishment crafted by hand for adventures, picnics, and everything in between. That's carnivalbar.com. Head on over to carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Again, that's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, y'all. Let's get into today's show. Guys. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Leave them in the comment section below. Are we going heavy on Foster? I was going on heavy on Foster before this. I really didn't see a path to victory for Fulton. He can't outbox him. He's not the bigger hitter. He's probably a little faster. I don't really see the big deal about Stephen Fulton at all. I don't like. When was the last time Stephen Fulton looked good in a fight to you guys? Like, I don't really. McCormick Walker distance, Wiley Fleming distance plus 266. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Yeah, I'm with this. I'm with this, Adu. The price on it's not extraordinary, but it's I like that. I like it. The kicker there is it was plus 266, plus 260. Yeah, no, I like this. I'm thinking plus 166, plus 266. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. You think McCormick goes the distance? Yeah, I think McCormick goes the distance. I would take. I just take the over on things, but I think McCormick goes the distance. Walk on a movable object. Yeah, I mean that's a fair assessment on him. Fulton by decision, even though he came in over what? I don't see it. I don't really see a path to victory. Fulton's only path to victory is volume to really outwork him, but Fulton's not a high volume guy. Fulton's not a big volume puncher. So I don't really see how Fulton wins this fight. And now he's going to get a close decision over O'Shaquie in Texas. I don't see that happening either. But okay. I mean, we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find. I mean, I've been pretty good at this stuff. Guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. Leave a super chat. Support the work. Got a lot to get into. Forster just does too much posing for me. You do see like judges may not love the way Forster fights. They may not love it. I get this, but I mean, what do you think Fulton's going to do? Explain to me Fulton's game plan that he beats Forster. Okay. PBC can overrule Texas judges favoring Texas fighters. How are they going to do that, Havelock? How are they going to do that? Forster wins for sure. 100%. I'm close to Forster by decision. I took the over. Now I'm probably just loading up on Forster by decision. I like Forster by decision a lot. Ramos TKO. I like it. I like Ramos by stoppage. I like Ramos by stoppage. We're gonna get into all of it, but that's a bet that I like. The price on it, I thought the price would be better because Moses has not been knocked out. But I like Ramos by stoppage, so I think it's worth the bet. We'll get into all that. I took a few parlays on the draw. On the draw in the Forster fight, it's not bad. I mean, I haven't really. It was a plus 15, plus 1400. Yeah, I understand it's a PBC card. How is PBC going to overrule the judges? This is what I don't understand. How is PBC going to overrule the judges? I think the Lara Gonzalez under. Lara is knocking out Johan Gonzalez first 7 rounds. I would just take Lara by stoppage, maybe, probably. I think so too, Lewis. If I had to bet, but I would go a little safer. Thomas Lamont style, cornflake style. Shout out. Forster versus Fulton. Yeah. I don't know how the PBC is going to overrule the judges. Yeah. Fulton may throw more punches. He might. He's not going to overwhelm him with punches. Like, he's not going to win a fight on volume. He's not a volume puncher. He might end up throwing more punches. But it's not effective. I mean, O'Shaquie Forster to me might be the best defensive fighter in boxing. I think O'Shaquie Forster is just as good, if not better, than Devin Haney. He's a little different. He's not the athlete that Devin is, even though he's a very good athlete. But his reflexes and his ability to pick shots off and move out of the way. O'Shaquie Forster is a very, very, very tough guy to hit clean. Very hard guy to hit clean. So I got O'Shaquie Forster. The lot will probably be close and competitive on the scorecard. I don't think it's going to be a wash. You're right. A lot of times the judges don't love the work that O'Shaquie does. It takes a very, very astute eye to appreciate O'Shaquie Forster. I agree with that. I'm saying PBC will have the judges in their pocket. I mean, maybe for Stephen Fulton. I don't know. Let me see if I can find this. Hang on. I'm gonna search for it if we know who the judges are. Mm-mm. We don't know who the judges are. All right. I can tell you. I know the Texas judges very well. I can tell you who's going to win. But let's get into the book. Let's get into the book. We got a lot. I've given you guys 2 parlays. I'm going to get you at least one more. I'll just look at this. Here's a prop that I like a lot. O'Shaquie Forster to win and under 1.5 knockdowns. That's a prop I like a lot. To me, that's a prop that can hit. I would play this prop. It's plus 135. I would take this. The odds on Roach have gone a little wild. Total knockdowns. I would take this. I would take both of these under 1.5 knockdowns. That's a nice little parlay right there. Here's a nice little parlay piece. We could add something to this. I would just play this as a 2-leg parlay. Under 1.5 knockdowns on Oshaki, under 1.5 knockdown on Cruz, minus 175. I like this a lot. I'm gonna play this as a 2-leg parlay. How do you guys like this parlay? Under 1.5 knockdowns on Cruz and Roach, and under 1.5 knockdowns on Forster and Fulton. Minus 175. I'm playing this as a parlay. Yo, muscles love the knockdown props. We're gonna cash in on this. I'm getting in on this. That's a nice little 2-leg parlay right there. Let me know what you guys think. But to me, that's a nice little parlay. Let's just go through everything here. Let's run through this real quick. I'm not touching this at minus 1,400. Let's close all this out. Jai Apataya, knockout by KO, minus 1,000. Fight props, round props. So I get him in the first half of the fight. I would take this. So the two bets I would take in the Apataya fight is Apataya by stoppage and Apataya to win in rounds 1 through 6. I would take both of these, Apataya and Apataya, in the first half of the fight. I like both of those as bets. I would get in on that. I'm doing the tape on this right now. I'm doing the tape. I just did some tape on McComb. I will get to the tape on Hugo and tonight, and I will have this out for you guys tonight. You guys can take Beatrice Ferreira. I would take that. I think that's a fair bet. Masad and McGrail, I did the tape on this. I love McGrail and I love the over. I love the fight to go the distance. I would definitely take the over 10.5. I love the over in this fight. I would take the over. There's some good money to be made. Nunez and Sosa, I'm not touching. Blancas, I don't think Blancas is a minus 900 against any level of this fighter. I'm not a big, and the price on Lucero is a crime in Italy. Lucero is minus 900. Minus 900. Like a lot of these fights to me are no bets. I'm not betting on Blancas at minus 900. I'm not betting on Lucero at minus 900. I'm not betting on Frank Martin at minus 700. The price on these are outrageous. Bartholomew is a real guy. He's a real guy in a real way. And I'm not touching this fight. I think Frank Martin will win. I do. If you really want to add Frank Martin to your parlay, I'd say let's have a come to Jesus moment. Let's talk about it. If you think Frank Martin should be a 7-1 favorite against any world-class fighter, and Bartholomew is a world-class fighter. Bartholomew is good. He's very good. So to me, I'm not touching this up. I'm not touching any of these things. Blancas at minus 900. Blancas is not what they were hoping he would be. He's not. Lucero's not that good. And Frank Martin, like, let's chill on Frank Martin until we see what we have in Frank Martin. Like, I was super high on Frank Martin. I jumped the gun on that. Shout out to Critch in the Discord. Critch says, Lamont Roach hurt his hand from typing and live streaming too much. Shout out. I'm not touching any of these things. I always give you my advice. I do think Frank Martin's going to win. I do think Lucero's going to win. If I had to pick one upset here, if you say, Gary, one of these three guys are going to lose, guess which one it is? I would say Blancas. Blancas is not like that. I love Ramos here at minus 1,400. I do like Ramos by KO at minus 170. I would take that. And the other one I like is Ramos in the second half of the fight. Guys, I like this bet a lot. This is an interesting bet to me. Ramos to win round 7 to 12. I think that's a good bet at plus 160. I like this a lot. I think Ramos by stoppage in the 8th, 9th, 10th is likely what's going to happen. Ramos isn't a guy that blows you out. He's a little more patient, and he gets you out in the second half of the fight. I like this right here. I like Ramos to win in the second half of the fight. I like that bet a lot. Plus 160. Ramos Lara, I would take at minus 700. Like, if you're asking me Lucero, Frank, Martin, or Laura, just take Laura. Like, take Laura. I like the under 9.5. I like this a lot, and I like Laura by stoppage. I wouldn't take Laura by stoppage, though, because I would just take the under 9.5. If you think Laura's going to stop him, we don't think he's going to stop him late. We think he's going to stop him in the first half of the fight, right? I would take Laura under 9.5. I would take that all day. These are bets that I like. But you can see, I mean, Laura by KO is not a bad bet. I just think there's a better bet to be made, and that's under 9.5. Another prop here that you might like is, does the fight go the distance? No, but that's minus 185, right? Like, that's not a bad bet. You guys know I like Oshaki. You guys know that. The bets, I'd still like Oshaki by decision. I like that a lot. Plus 155. I'm going to throw some money on Oshaki by decision for sure at plus 155. I like the over 10.5 at minus 475. Although I'm liking that less because the price on it. I might just take Oshaki by decision. The draw is plus 1,400. I know a lot of you guys have liked that, but I don't love it. It's okay, you guys. Look. So when I bet on a draw, here are my prerequisites for betting on a draw. Am I certain the fight's going to go the distance? Yeah, I'm pretty certain the fight's going to go the distance here. Is the fight very competitive? Yeah, the fight's very competitive. Do we have contrasting styles? Yeah, a bit. So we have all the rest. We have all the ingredients that I like for a draw. So I don't mind the draw here. I don't mind the draw here at plus 1,400. I just think Shaki's better. I don't really think it's a 50-50 type of fight. I really don't. But it'll be close because, again, the judges don't always love Forster's style. I would get in on that. I would take Roach here at minus 235. I like the over. And I like Roach by decision at minus 130. So let's just go over everything that I like here. I like the 2 knockdown props. I like the under knockdown on Cruz and Roach, and I like the under knockdown prop on Forster and Fulton. I like Jai Apataya at minus 1,000 by KO. I like Jai Apataya to win the first half of the fight at minus 220. I like Beatrice Ferreira. I like Peter McGrail. I like Shabazz and McGrail to go over. I like Jesus Ramos. I like Jesus Ramos by KO. I like Jesus Ramos by KO in the second half of the fight. I like Lara. I like the under 9.5 on Lara at minus 115. I like Laura by KO at minus 160, although I like that less than the under 9.5. I like the Laura fight not go the distance. I think these are all good bets. I like Oshaki Forster on the money line. I love this bet right. Oshaki Forster by decision plus 155. I like the overs 10.5. And this was an okay bet. You can bet the draw on this at plus 1,400. Lamont Roach money line minus 235. Lamont Roach by decision at minus 130. Over 10.5. Cruz and Roach. I like that. But that's everything that I like. That's all the bets. That's 21 total bets that I like. So there's a lot of bets there. There's a lot of bets that I like, guys. Please, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Like, share, and subscribe. Do consider becoming a member. Do consider becoming a member and smashing that join button. It's just $5 a month to get all those perks. Also, do consider becoming a Patreon. Get all those perks for also $5 a month. All right, let me get to your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Let me get to all of it. Appreciate everybody here. I'm not going to go super long today. Let me check it out. Rocket, I see you, my dude. I see you. Let me see. All right. He's got Oshaki Forster by decision. Plus 160. I dig it. Total rounds over 8.5. Martin and Bartholomew. I don't love that one, Rocket. Pat McCormick, Beatrice by decision, Ramos, Mahoney, Roach by decision. I like this. The only thing I might take out is Frank Martin over 8.5. He might get him out soon. That's the caveat. That's the one bet I don't like there. The rest of this I love. The one bet I don't like is the over 8.5 on Frank. It might hit, but he might also blow him out too. Some of the parlays, Forster versus Fulton, distance. Yep. Same with Cruz versus Roach, McGrell and Masad, decision both ways. Lara KO, Fleming, and Apataya 1-6 KO. Let me get go. Forster versus Fulton distance. Yep. Cruz versus Roach. Yep. McGrell and Masad by decision. Yep. Lara KO, love it. Fleming and Apataya. So it's Fleming money line. I don't like Fleming by stoppage. I like Fleming on the money line. So Fleming and Apataya KO 1-6. So Fleming money line Apataya KO 1-6. I do like that. Salute, Marta Prince. It's good to have you here, my dude. It's always good to have favorite Marta Prince. What up, my dude? Are you betting? I like McGrail. I think there's value in Peter McGrail. I would probably take McGrail. I think there's value in that. Seems like a lot of people are switching to Pitbull. I'm glad I got it at plus 210. Moneyline bet 250. I'm not switching to him. I'm not switching. Gary, I'm in the middle between Roach, moneyline, or Cruz to throw more punches. I like Roach moneyline. Guys, I want to address the Roach being injured rumor. Where is this rumor coming from? And do you really think, A, that Roach is going to take the fight with a broken hand? Right? He knows he has another multi-million-dollar fight with Tank in the balance. And you guys think he's going to take a fight with a broken hand? And then not only that, the commission is then going to sanction him to fight with a broken hand? I wouldn't worry about the broken hand thing, guys. I would not. That's a non-factor. Don't forget, Ray Vargas also was a 2-division champ at 122 and 126 and forced it out. Yep. Agreed. What are truths are there to? I don't think any, but I know as much as you guys on this. I don't have any inside information on this, but I wouldn't make too much of it at all. I would not make too much of that. Yo, Rocket, what's up, my dude? True. If I'm not seeing any truths, I'm playing at face value. Odds are against Cruz. I'm going Roach too, guys. I'm going Roach. Gary, champ, create a long parlay that you think is safe. I can do that. I'll do that. I'll get to that. Let's do that now. Let's have a fun one. I'm gonna do 6 legs. I'm gonna do 6 legs, and we're gonna get a little crazy here. We're gonna do we're gonna get a little crazy here. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. All right, 3 money line props. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, so here's a 6-leg parlay that I think is safe. That's going to play plus 271, right? I like this a lot. Here it is, plus 271. Ramos money line, Lara money line, Oshaki money line, over 10.5 on Masal and Masad and McGrail, over 10.5, over 10.5 on Pitbull and Roach, and Jai by stoppage. So I got Jai by stoppage, over 10.5 on Masad McGrail and Cruz Roach. Forster money line, Lara money line, Ramos money line. 6-leg parlay plus 271. How do you like that? How do you like that, Rocky? That's pretty good, right? I like that. We need a poll. I got no poll. I got no poll. I got no poll. And I'm gonna end this in about 10 minutes. No questions. Just simply wanted to say Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant. That's who, Addison. What was the answer? Kobe Bean Bryant. I don't know what the question was, but the answer is Kobe Bean Bryant. Always. Always. Shout out Addy. What do you think Fulton will do after his fight? Does he stay at 130, move to 135, or go back to 120? I don't know. Let's see how he looks first. I think he's going to lose, and I think he's going to lose convincingly. I like Forster a lot in this fight. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me. I like Fulton by decision. I mean, I like Forster by decision. I think I don't really see much of a path to victory. Defensively, like I said, Fulton. I'm sorry, the F's are confusing me. Forster is the best defensive fighter, I think, maybe in boxing. He controls the range. He doesn't throw a lot, right? So the problem is he doesn't throw a lot, but he's super sharp, nice straight punches. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's the better hitter, he's the better boxer. Forster is just a lot better than Fulton. I think Forster will win as well, not because Fulton has been weight drained too long, but he needs to go to 135.40. Fulton's not a big guy. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with Fleming. Only money line. Yeah. That's what I would do. What up, Jab? What up, Jab? What up, Jab? Jab's a little late to the show today. It's good to have you here, my dude. It's always good having Jab here. Jab's one of the great ones. Not broken, but definitely. How do we know this? Like, who is telling you that his hand is injured? Any thoughts on the female fight? On the Beatrice? Take Beatrice. Take Beatrice on the money line. It's a good parlay piece to put her in. You can take Beatrice. Jai will get the KO. You can take it. I'm being safe and taking it in under 6. I'm just being safe. That's all. Oh, my bad, Toya. Do you have any questions? You want me to go? My bad, Toya. Do you need me to go back? I know I went through a lot there. I get it. Do you need me to go back and address anything? That's my bad. You think Ben Mahoney gets the decision or the stop? I didn't watch the tape on it. I didn't like the odds on it, so I didn't get to it. Just take him on a money line, I guess, if you want. I'm not playing it. Fulton weight over 2 pounds. How can he stay or go down? He's not a big guy. I've met Fulton many times. I know Forster really well personally. Forster's a much bigger guy than Fulton. I'm just saying. He can't. I mean, something went terribly wrong in that camp. No question. Say the parlay over again. Got it. All right. Here's the parlay. Ramos money line. Lara money line. Forster money line. So we got Ramos, Lara, Forster money line. Over 10.5 on Masad versus McGrail. Over 10.5 on Cruz and Roach. So it's over 10.5 on Cruz and Roach, Masad and McGrail. And then Apataya by stoppage. So we have one prop play, one methodology. The methodology is Apataya by KO. We have 2 over bets, Masad, McGrail, Cruz, and Roach. And then we have 3 money line plays, Forster, Lara, Ramos. All of that for plus 271. What up, Dixon? Jarrett Hurd is the biggest weight bully, and what happens if you weight bully too long? Exactly. You get beat up. You dig? All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap up the show. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Hit me up now or forever hold your peace. Shout out to Salvador Pineda. Let me hook up Salvador Pineda real quick. Salvador Pineda came through as a Patreon. Let me hook him up real quick. Shout out Salvador Pineda. I'm gonna send you over the link to the Discord real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I like to take care of people immediately. Immediately. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Appreciate everyone. What do we doing a live for these fights, G? I'm not doing a live for the fights. I'm not doing a live for the fights. What up, moving? What you think about Ramos and Shemoza? I like Ramos. I like him by stoppage in the second half of the fight. Ramos is a guy, he breaks you down. He doesn't take a lot of chances. He breaks you down over time. I like Ramos by stoppage in the second half of the fight. It's a decent price on it. I thought it might even be better because Mosley Jr. hasn't been knocked out, but I like Ramos by stoppage. Yeah, I like Ramos by stoppage in a real way. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up now. Appreciate everyone, y'all the best. I may or may not do another live show today. I was talking to TJ. TJ said he's gonna try to figure out. TJ was getting Christmas lights. We're doing Christmas lights. Ramos 7.5. Yeah, the odds are good on. Let me pull it up real quick. Ramos in the second half of the fight was plus 160. So I'd get in on that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap up. It is, if there's no last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, forever hold your peace, because I'm gonna wrap up now. It is December 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.